Oh, man.
This is the Game 5 press conference featuring the James Madison Dukes. We are joined by student-athletes Oddici Alexander and Lynsey Meeks. We will begin with Christopher Heidel. Okay, let me start you off. Oddici, before we talk about your play, let's talk about the defense behind you. How spectacular were they for you today?
They were very spectacular. I really didn't have my best stuff today, but, they kept me in the game, and I couldn't be more proud of each and every one of them making those big plays and coming up in those big moments.
Lynsey, could you talk about your diving play and then throwing from your knees? That's a spectacular play. Kind of take me through that moment. I know a lot of it is just reaction and instincts, but tell me about that play.
Yeah, a lot of it was reaction. And the ball kind of had gotten behind me, so I knew I wasn't going to be able to get up on my feet and throw. So I just reared back and threw it as hard as I could, and Shiflett did a great job stretching for it. I wouldn't have been able to do it without her.
Lynsey, can you talk about that play at the plate? You were obviously very close to that. What did you see from Oddici? She, picks the ball up, dives. It's just a really spectacular play on her part.
Unbelievable. You couldn't ask more from this girl. This girl's pitched 7 innings, and then she goes and makes a diving, game-saving play. It just shows you the player that she is and the person that she is. She's going to give everything that she has till the last 3 outs.
Oddici, could you take us through that play and what your thought process was and how you pulled that off?
It was a tough situation. Runners were in second and third, and I kind of knew they were going to do something like that. So just, being focused, and, I kind of saw her in my peripheral, and I really didn't have time to flip it to Loren, so I just went for it.
All right. Let's talk about, moving forward. You guys are the darlings of the softball world right now, and 2 spectacular wins. How do you enjoy that, but also stay focused and get ready for Sunday? Let's start with Lynsey.
I think we're going to celebrate a little bit for the next however long it is till our bedtime. And then, we're going to take a nice rest day and revitalize, get back in focus because, we still got a long way to go. We're looking to win it all.
That was a big word, Lynsey. Meeks. Why did I just call you Meeks?
Oddici, what do you think in that regard? And
same. Rest up and just keep embracing, each and every one of these moments. I can't say that enough. I'm just so happy to be here and bring that fight, heart, passion, grit, all that when we play next.
Lynsey, could you talk about Oddici's composure and the way that she handles and conducts herself in the circle? She is very composed. Does that help you guys in pressure situations as well?
Yeah, definitely. Looking over to my left and seeing her composed, seeing her relaxed, calm, and collected, really helps. It gives you confidence. It gives you, she's giving you her best. So you want to go out, make plays, and do your best for her. It definitely slows the heart rate and helps you make big plays.
Christopher Heidel.
Hey, ladies, congratulations on winning the last 2 games against the Big 12. You guys are 2-0 against the Big 12. So what did you see against those 2 teams that might help you for the rest of the tournament?
Start with Oddici.
What do I see in the 2 teams? We just played 2 tough teams, 2 of the biggest teams in the country. And, we knew we had to bring our best. And, honestly, learning from that, just keep doing what we're doing and staying within ourselves.
Lynsey?
I completely agree. I think both of those teams, we saw a little mix of both. We got a rise from Oklahoma. We got a drop with Eberly. And I think that just prepares us even more for the games going forward. Every at-bat, you learn something new. You learn how to lay off and just improve every at-bat. So I think these games have just helped us grew confidence for us to, keep playing hard and playing JMU softball.
Dave Thomas.
Congratulations, ladies. I have a different question for each of you. Oddici, we'll start with you. On the tag at the plate, you were a little shaken up there, had to take a moment. Walk us through fighting through the tears in your eyes that we could see on television to get back and collect yourself, and just what was going through your mind there.
I mean, that was fight. I mean, I just got that big out. I wasn't letting up then. I mean, I was just ready to get the third one and be done and just win the ball game.
Win.
What did he say?
Hi.
I'm sorry, Lynsey, for you.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Win.
Okay, sorry. Obviously, for you, you're already starting with your post-game recovery. So what does tomorrow look like after two gritty wins for you, two long outings for you?
Big rest day for me tomorrow. Doing lots of rehab and, just staying in shape for my team and myself.
Dave, you had a question for Lynsey.
Yeah, I did. Sorry, Lynsey. Talk about Hannah Shiflett's play. We've seen this a number of times this year, especially since the tournament started, when you have to throw to her stretching out there to make it a little easier for you. You as a first-year starter, just talk about how your connection with her has been so far this year.
I mean, it's unbreakable. We have an awesome bond. I know that if my throw's off, she's going to get it. She's going to scoop it or even go up or down the line. I know that she has my back. If I make a play that, my throw doesn't have to be perfect for her, she's going to do her best to do her job and catch the ball and get the out.
Last one for the student athletes from TJ Eck.
Yeah, this question, I'll start with you, Oddici. I know you've been asked about and talked about it a little bit, but on that play at the end of the game, was that just instinct taking over? Were you expecting the squeeze on that play? Just walk us through kind of how that all played out.
Honestly, I was expecting anything at that point. I knew they were going to try to do something with a runner on third, so just, doing what I could to, get that out. It was a big out, and, I'm glad I did it.
And a question for Lynsey as well. You're sitting here, you're 2-0 at the Women's College World Series, 1 win away from the championship series. Describe this feeling right now. Did you guys, was this something you guys thought was possible at some point? Just talk about what this means for this program.
I got to be honest, I didn't realize that it was 1 win away.
Me either.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I was out of the loop on that one. But it is undescribable, this feeling, how far we've gone, and I think it just speaks to our program, all the hard work that we've put in the off season. It's finally showing, and I couldn't be more proud of these girls and what we're accomplishing out on this big stage.
Lynsey, Oddici, congratulations. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it, and we'll see you on Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, sir. Sorry about that.
Now joined by head coach Loren LaPorte. Questions for Coach. We'll start with Dave Thomas.
Hey, Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
You got the bats going a little bit earlier tonight, but what do you want to see offensively on Sunday? What's going to be some of the messaging you're going to have over the next 24 hours to your team about whoever you play next, what you need to do offensively?
Yeah, I really feel like we got runners on base. It just didn't work out some of our timely hitting. I feel like, and I think it was the 4th or the 5th, we had runners on first and second, and Kate hit a ball hard and she caught it, So I feel like I wasn't unhappy about our offense at all. I loved how we took the count deep on Eberly, and we're hitting her pretty hard to the point where, they put Maxwell in. And Maxwell is very different than Eberly. So we had to make a quick adjustment, and we didn't quite get there, but luckily we were able to score 2 runs beginning of the game, and CC and our defense did a great job at, holding them just to 1. And I think, tomorrow we have to make sure, we are preparing for who we might see on Sunday and talk to our hitters about that.
TJ Eck.
I got 2 questions for you, Coach. Number one is about Oddici's play. Have you ever seen anything like that? Even on the TV broadcast, they were talking about they don't know if they've ever seen a play like that at the World Series. Can you just walk us through that play, what you saw from your angle?
Oh my gosh. I mean, if that's not top 10 Sports Center, I don't know what is, because that's probably the best play I've ever seen in a career by a pitcher in that situation with that much pressure. And, she's tired. Obviously, our whole team is. And it's not just the physical part, but it's the emotional part and the mental part. And they're doing such a good job staying within themselves, but it is an adrenaline rush. I can tell you, like, I'm on a high, so I can't even imagine what they are. But, I mean, just to see her leave her feet and make that tag, I mean, it's unbelievable. I can't even describe it any other way.
My other question for you is, we've kind of been talking these big picture storylines this whole time, these last couple of weeks. You sit here, you're 2-0 in the Women's College World Series. You're 1 win away from the championship series. I mean, did you ever think that was possible? I mean, what does that mean to this program right now where you're at?
I mean, I think we're at the point where why not? Why not us? We do everything. We work our butts off, like they said in the offseason, just like every team does here. I mean, let's be honest. Every team works hard, and so do we. And I think the biggest thing is just believing. It's such a cool thing to see across the country right now. Dreams being made, and you've talked about dreams coming true in this situation, but I mean, I think we're at the point where, this is something really special that's happening. And our team believes that we can get it done. And, I don't even have to say that much anymore. I mean, it's just they're just taking everything and running with it. And we're here to support them as much as we can. But, I mean, they just believe. And it just means so much to us as a staff.
Joey Helmer.
Yeah, Coach, you guys are now in the proverbial driver's seat. You have a couple of days here before you're able to see who makes it through the bracket to play you guys. What's kind of just your thoughts on what you guys will do over the next couple of days and just the mentality the next couple of days as you wait to see who your opponent is?
Well, I'm telling you, we're celebrating tonight, this win. And then tomorrow we wake up and it's a new day, just like we told them before the game. It's a new day, a new game, and a new mission. And that's going to be the same message, moving forward. It's important that they do celebrate this and we don't move too soon, because this is very special, and I want them to remember every second of these wins. But when we wake up in the morning, we're going to take care of our bodies. We are going to rest, and we're going to do a lot of treatment and watch film again and be ready for Sunday. And I think it's a fine line of, still enjoying this for a little bit longer, but getting prepared for the next. And they talk about it all the time. It's the next game, but this is pretty special.
Graham Hayes.
Hi, Coach. Cece talked about not having her best stuff tonight. I'm curious, as a staff, how does that change how you called her game, kind of what you were trying to do to get her through the game? And also, along with that, when did she become somebody who could pitch through that?
Probably this year. And like we've talked a lot in a lot of interviews, her mentality and her growth and her maturity is what's getting it done. I mean, she's always had the physical part of things, but I mean, where her mindset is right now, it's unbelievable. And, I think what was important was when she came in the dugout, they had conversations a little bit more with Coach Moore, or she had conversations with Coach Herzik and Coach Morris. Okay, let's not throw this here. This is hurting a little. This isn't working as much. And that's important, because sometimes things, don't work. I think she figured it out, and she kind of bared down like we needed to do. And her changeup was really effective in those last 2 innings.
Last one for Coach, to Ronald Smith.
This is Ronald E. Smith. Coach, congratulations on your team's gritty win. But also, too, I would love to talk to you about, because since you were standing there watching the whole thing, there were the moments where it got rough in the last inning, and you're standing there watching two runners on with no outs. How impressed were you with how your team was able to pull through each other, and they bend, but they didn't break?
The unity on this team, it's unbreakable right now. And when we all stand in a circle together before that game, we talk about nothing breaks through our circle. and nothing broke through that. The defense, nothing broke through, Loren behind the plate and Cece in the circle, and our dugout was loud and they gave us momentum. And of course, obviously our fans in the stands. So I think it's one of those things where it takes everyone, like we've talked about, and they knew that no matter where the ball was going to be hit, it was going to get done.
Coach, thank you very much for your time. Congratulations.
Thanks.